Have you ever looked out of an airplane window and wondered, why is it round, and not square? It seems like a small design choice, but behind that simple curve is one of the most important lessons in aviation history. A lesson written in tragedy, science, and design. Today, we're diving deep into why airplane windows are round, and how that tiny detail changed the way we fly forever. Let's rewind to the early 1950s. A time when flying was luxurious, rare, and incredibly exciting. The world's first commercial jetliner had just taken to the skies. The de Havilland Comet. It was sleek, modern, and fast, a true symbol of the future. And like any modern design of that era, the Comet featured square windows. They looked elegant. But what no one knew at the time was that those sharp corners would soon reveal a deadly flaw. In 1954, tragedy struck. Within just 1 year, 2 Comet jets exploded mid-flight, tearing apart thousands of feet in the air. The world was in shock. These were supposed to be the safest, most advanced planes ever built. Investigators began to search for answers. At first, they suspected engine failure or sabotage. But the truth was hidden in plain sight. Right around those neat little square windows. When engineers examined the wreckage, they found tiny cracks forming at the corners of the windows. Each time the plane took off, the cabin pressurized. And each time it landed, that pressure released. This constant cycle caused metal fatigue. And the sharp edges of the square windows became stress points. Imagine trying to tear a piece of paper. It's hard from the center, right? But start from the corner, and it rips easily. That's exactly what was happening to the metal skin of those planes. Pressure kept building around the corners until, boom, the structure gave out mid-air. The solution? Simple, but genius. Round windows. By curving the edges, engineers discovered that pressure was distributed evenly. No more stress points, no weak corners. The circular design made the aircraft body stronger, safer, and able to handle repeated pressurization cycles. Every airplane since that day, from Boeing to Airbus, has used rounded or oval windows. And that one change saved countless lives. Today's airplane windows are more advanced than ever. They're made of 3 layers of acrylic and glass, with a tiny bleed hole, called a breather hole, that helps balance air pressure between the panes. It's a small feature you've probably never noticed, but it prevents your window from fogging or cracking mid-flight. It's these little things, the unseen details, that make flying as safe as it is today. The Comet disasters changed aviation forever. They taught engineers a painful, powerful lesson. That even the smallest design flaw can have massive consequences. But out of that tragedy came one of the most important innovations in aircraft design. So the next time you're seated by the window, take a moment to look out. And remember that the round frame keeping you safe is a story of science, failure, and progress. If you enjoyed learning something new today, hit that subscribe button and stay curious. Because sometimes, the smallest details can change the world.